pathetic. Any half-decent ghost be laughing his head off by now.
Ghosts don't laugh. What about this?
Ach, these boys.
They're so noisy. That's not the boys.
Well, don't all stand there like a pack of statues.
You are buying this? A motor car?
Ja, natürlich.
That's wonderful.
And a good motor car it is. And a good motor car it will stay. Because we look after it. You understand? Like a horse it is. You buy a good one, you treat it right, and it will go right.
Yes, Dad.
Well, come on in. Don't put your sticky fingers all over it.
Oh, Mum! We will drive it to Magda's wedding.
Oh. Dad, can we take it to the Clonics tonight, please?
Yeah, we take it. Get on.
You're going well, Dad.
Running in all right, is she, Mark? But don't forget, if you need any lessons.
Lessons? What do I need lessons for?
Cripes. Look at that, will you?
What's he doing here?
I've never seen him come to tin-cattling before.
I don't know what's got into the old buffhead these days. Butter wouldn't melt in his mouth.
Higher! Hold it higher!
Hey, Benny.
Everybody quiet. Hello, boys.
Hello, Mr. Hines.
Hello, Mr. Hines.
These boys, shush. Careful.
Oh, dear.
Was ist los?
Never am I attending a more better tin kettling. Tonight, we scare away all the ghoulies and ghosties from here to Kapunda. After this, no evil spirits will ever dare to be worrying this lovely young couple who soon, with each other, the knot will be tied. And never was anybody more worthy of marrying than these two.
Yeah.
About matrimony, a few words I must be saying. As everybody is knowing, I am a shy man. A bachelor I am being always.
Still time.
It's never too late, Gustav.
But to all lovers here, I am saying tonight, don't let nothing hold you back. Follow in the footsteps of this happy couple, and love and happiness ever after be finding.
Yeah. Toast. The toast. That's the toast.
Oh, to Magda und Fritz.
Magda und Fritz. Beauty.
So why don't you come over to the house the way you used to on Saturday nights?
Oh, come on, Lottie, fair go. You know what your dad said.
That was ages ago.
But still.
Oh, look, if you can't even face him on one Saturday night, I'm getting a cordial.
Lottie.
Gosh, Eddie Berg is good looking.
Magda could have had him if she wanted.
She couldn't.
Who'd want to marry a wheat lumper? Fritz has his own car and everything.
What's so special about that?
How would you know? Your dad hasn't got one.
Yes, he has.
Yes, a Model T.
You'll be next.
No, I won't.
Come on, Lottie. Your father will change his mind about Eddie.
You don't know my dad. Anyway, Eddie's too scared of him to ask.
I'm telling you, Jack, never trust Mr. Mybel. He promised he'd come before harvest.
I could have told you that in the first place. You old heap of blubber. If only I'd had my harvester. I could have barred it.
Oh, Jack. What did happen to your harvest, Jack? Why did it fall off the railway line?
It's over with now. I'll get another one next year.
Such bad luck, Jack.
Oh, there you are. Can you both? What have you done with it? Hey? With what? The car. What car? My car. Where is it? I've got no idea where it is.
Cheers, Fritz.
Right on the veranda there. Gustav, we're going home. Gustav.
Oh, Gustav. Gustav, shall I take Benny home?
Oh, nine. With me he must come. I am promising Bertha. A little longer, Benny, and we go.
Sophie, we need some coffee.
I take Benny to my place.
Nine. I promised his mother I'd bring him home early.
No, you're gonna have your coffee first. And then you remember to come to my place for Benny.
He will remember.
Benny.
All right. Come on, Gustav, get on. Up.
A toast we must be making.
Langsam, Gustav. You had your speech already twice tonight. Do it again.
Oh, the ghoulies take everything. They leave in a hurry tonight. In the car. right a minute. Ow!
Come on, boys. You'll be all right. Another drink.
What is it this time, you silly old mug? Come on, get up! Come on, Captain. Well, what is it? What is it that you are seeing? Huh? Dubkov. Anybody would be thinking it was a ghost you were seeing. Stench. Hey, Captain! Come back here! Stop, Captain!
Where's Uncle Gus?
He must have been tossed out. Where is he then?
Benny, I've come to take you home.
Where's Uncle Gus?
He's all right. They've taken him back to the clinics for another go at the black coffee.
What happened?
It seems that Uncle Gus saw a ghost.
A ghost?
At least the horse did. And it hadn't even had a go at the port wine.
Where?
It was near that old empty house on Herman's place. Gartenschmuck.
Gartenschmuck? That's where Eddie Eckermans or something last month.
Well, there'll be ghosts out all over the place tonight, won't there? After we sent them packing. Come on, Benny. You two better run for your lives. They'll never catch you then.
Down the road like a lunatic he is bolting, and I am thrown off.
Is her Maria Wallenberg. She leaves her grave and wanders the road when the moon is full. That is the very place she goes.
Well, why did she not show herself then? Why only does the horse see her?
For 50 years she has been coming there. And there she will be till she find peace, poor wandering soul.
So, was she driving mit the horses when it happened?
Nobody saw. And she only just married. I was myself at the church.
What was he like? The husband?
A murderer he was.
A murderer?
Scared you, did I?
Take more than that.
So, who can tell me something about this ghost?
Eddie Eckerman saw her last month, Miss Smiley. He said she was like a beautiful column of light moving along beside the car.
She was all sort of floaty and white, Miss Knightley, like a bride. That's what she said.
Yes. Yes, I'm sure we've all seen strange optical illusions at some time or another, but there's usually a perfectly rational explanation when we look for it.
Miss Knightley, my granny used to know her, Maria Rolenberg.
So did my grandpa. She married a murderer, and on their wedding night, they drove off in the buggy. It was their honeymoon scene.
No,
and
no, Miss Knightley, my granny says no one saw them go.
Yes, they did, Miss Knightley. And they drove off and nobody ever saw them again.
Miss Knightley, my granny said they went to Gartenschmuck and he murdered her there. That's why it's haunted.
Well, why is she always seen on the road, then, if he murdered her in the house?
Perhaps she just likes a little walk in the moonlight occasionally.
So, what have you to say on the subject, Bruno? We don't usually have to wait to hear your opinion.
Well, I suppose so many people have seen ghosts and things that there must be something in it.
But have you seen one, Bruno, with your own 2 eyes?
No, Miss Knightley, not a real one.
Then do you think you should believe in them just because other people say they've seen one?
No, Miss Knightley.
What about the rest of you? Hands up anyone who's seen a ghost. Not someone dressed up in a sheet for a joke, but a real, live, or should I say dead, ghost. No?
Miss Knightley, my mum knows someone who's seen one.
Well, when someone has some first-hand evidence of seeing a ghost, we'll talk about it again. In the meantime, I think we should get back to our arithmetic lesson.
Teacher's pet. You can talk. It was down here it happened, wasn't it? Didn't your Uncle Gus say it was on the road to Gartenschmuck?
Well, yeah, he did, I suppose. Come on, Bruno, let's just forget it.
I reckon we ought to take a look inside.
Inside what?
Gartenschmuck.
Now?
No, not now. What'd be the point of that? I mean after dark.
You're crazy. Anyway, we can't. It's part of Heinz's place.
There's no one living there.
No, but he uses the yards and sheds and things.
Ozzy told me the old stables are full of pigeons. Gottlieb took him in one day. Lousy with him, he said.
So's the railway station.
Those scrawny old things. You couldn't give them away.
Well, I'm not going to Gartenschmuck, and that's final. The stables. I'm only going as far as the stables, all right? We catch a few pigeons, and we go.
Benny? There's a fortune in this place, Ben. The butcher in Capunda's paying 6p a pair. Take the torch. Where's the sack?
What sack?
Use one of those.
Looks a bit rotten.
It'll hold.
There's a rung missing.
It doesn't matter.
Bruno, there's something here. I mean, something besides us. I can feel it.
Can you see anything?
You don't need to see anything. I'm getting out of here. Come on, Bruno.
I want to have a look in the house.
No, you said we weren't going to, Bruno.
No, I said you didn't have to.
I'm not staying out here on my own.
Just a quick look through the window. Come on.
You're crazy. No, Bruno, don't.
Dad, have you ever seen a ghost?
Yeah. Once I see one.
How did you know it was one?
Well, I know, right? I don't need it to wear a label. Ghost.
What did it look like?
It looked like a big, tall woman with long skirts and a veil over their head. And when I'm getting close, 30 yards away only, it started to turn around.
And then?
And then it vanished.
How did you know it wasn't an optical illusion? A trick of the light?
If you see one, you know. Now go and have your breakfast. Get more done without you. Trick of the light.
No talking, please. You may sit down.
Of course I talked. about?
I just want to be sure.
Bruno, Benny. 100 lines each. Yes, Laura.
Bruno and Benny are a bit upset this morning, Miss Knightley, because they saw a ghost last night.
Thank you, Laura. I don't think that Bruno and Benny need a solicitor quite yet.
No, Miss Knightley.
Take out your exercise books, please. So, Bruno, you saw a ghost last night, did you?
I think so, Miss Knightley.
But you're not sure.
Yes, I am sure, Miss Knightley. I think.
I see.
Well, did you see one or didn't you?
Yes.
Make up your mind there. How come he doesn't want to talk about it?
Mom, the birds are in the top paddock again!
What's
They're in the top paddock.
Go! Nothing! Emma! Quick, quick! Birds, quick!
All the crop will be ruined.
We'll just have to mount a better watch, that's all, Mum.
We must get a proper crow scare. That is what we need.
Scarecrow, Mum.
I thought Bruno was getting one from the Schmidt's place.
I'm sorry, Mum. I forgot. I'll get it this evening.
Why does he keep his scarecrows out here? It's miles from anywhere.
Yeah, I know.
Look at them all. So big.
Mr. Schmidt said to take anyone we wanted.
Hey, maybe it was one of these things we saw last night. Someone set up for a joke.
No. It didn't flap, did it? Sort of floated.
Who's that?
And do not sit down on the road in the middle of the night.
Tonight, I leave that Dummkopf horse at home.
And don't be looking too much at the wine bottle.
I go to Kapanda.
I don't like it, Mutter. It's a woman, all right. He goes to see a woman. And leaves us on our own.
Oh, come on, Ben.
Hang on a sec.
Fair go. What are you doing?
Rhea Rollenberg rides again. Right.
On the boat. Let's get out of here. Ready?
For goodness sake, Bruno.
Bruno, what do you think you're doing? I got your scarecrow, Mum.
I am asking you whose clothing this is and how did you get it?
Bertha, it's enough.
Who it belonged to? This woman you go to see in Kapanda?
It was a bride I am seeing, the ghost of Maria Rollenberg.
Bride. Bride's on the brain you have. What you do next, Marry this bride you always sing? And what happened to your poor dead brother's family? Who look after them?
Someone who is deaf?
You know what Uncle Gus is like. We tried to tell him, but he just wouldn't believe us.
He already told everybody about it last night. Lottie heard it from 6 different people when she went into town this morning.
Well, I hope she told them the truth.
I bet it'd spoil it. Anyway, you and Benny saw in the garden, Schmidt. You did, didn't you? Bruno, didn't you?
Don't you understand? You never take any notice of anything him say. But don't you walk away from your papa when he speaks. All right, Papa, all right. Go. You are slow, you are slow.
I've given you 8 out of 10 for your composition this week, Bruno.
Oh, have you, Miss Null?
Would it be 9 out of 10 if it had been tidier?
Yes, Miss Smiley.
Have you seen any more ghosts?
No, Miss Smiley. I think I made a mistake about the one at Gartenschmuck, Miss Smiley.
You mean the huge, white, headless spectre with blood on its shroud?
It was the carcass of a bullock wrapped in calico. Mr. Hines and his son slaughtered them there and hanged them up on a beam in the courtyard. I know it sounds silly, but when you're there in the dark and you know it's supposed to be haunted, you start imagining things.
Exactly.
And then you start hearing things moving, and you feel them all around you, sort of watching and waiting. And suddenly you can hardly breathe, you're so scared.
You described that very well, Bruno. I could almost feel I was there myself. But feeling isn't enough, is it? We have to have solid proof.
My dad's seen a ghost. I mean, he really has seen one.
Bruno, you have to make up your own mind. That's why you get an education, isn't it? So you can do that?
So you want to play, huh?
Accident! 9. 9, when did it happen? Yeah, I speak to Markus direct. Moment, Bertha. Gustav is having an accident in the motor car.
Is he hurt bad?
In Mutter Schubert's nursing home in Kapanda, he must rest for a few days. He has a little concussion on the head.
Out of the wine bottle you catch it. This concussion.
I tell Berta you take her to see him in the car tomorrow.
Yeah, I take her.
Are you there, Berta?
462 miles. 462 miles at 25 miles to Kapanda equals 487 miles. At 25 miles back, it's making 512. Dieser Gustav Obst. Why couldn't he choose some other day to turn his car over? Now, the 500 will be up just when we are coming home. And I will have to drain the oil on the road. In the middle of nowhere. Old goat he is.
Perhaps I could wait until we get home, Dad.
How? How can it wait till we get home?
But Watson makes it very clear.
Drain the oil at 500 miles means drain the oil at 500 miles. Not 499 or 501. 500. Understand?
Yes, Dad. But what?
Nobody is going to say Marcus Gunther don't look after his things.
They're here, Mom.
So I say to her, you want to play games with me, huh? Well, I show you something, madam.
What did you do then?
Well, like a rocket, she shoots towards me. And then, poof, under the front wheels of the car she goes.
You ran over her.
Already she is a ghost. But a ghost she tries to make of me also.
There was a full moon, Mr. Obst. Do you think it could have been the light reflecting off the trees?
Oh, no.
Always a full moon. First, only the horses see her, and then I myself, when she is flying through the air, and her veil around her lovely face is floating.
That was me with the scarecrow, Mr. Obst. Remember, I told you.
Bruno!
It's enough. She was wunderschön.
So it's time to leave, Gustav. But I'll see you later.
Yeah, Marcus. I stay here until Gustav is ready to go home.
Mr. Obst is wrong. Your father is wrong. Your grandfather is wrong. Your great-grandfather is wrong. And all because you are playing a silly trick on Gustav with a scarecrow.
But, Dad, that's how these stories get started. People want to believe them, so they don't even listen when you tell them there's a perfectly rational explanation.
Who gave you this book?
Miss Knightley.
Miss Knightley? When Miss Knightley is living here for 20 years, perhaps she begins to understand something. What does it say now? The meter.
Few beats off 500.
Oh, Gustav. Does he have to see the ghost now? I couldn't wait a day or two.
Can't do it here, Dad.
Blasted carpet snake to get underneath there. Missed. This pipe is red hot.
Dad, it's only a few more miles to the garage.
And put more money into Bert Watson's pocket? Why should I do that?
You just can't drain the oil like this.
Give me the tool. What?
Just listen a moment.
What? We're telling to listen. Listen, boy. I got enough.
You learn the respect for elders. I want to know the reason why.
Oh, Mann, Betrüger! Das glaub ich nicht.
Wait till I get this Bert Watson. Der verdammte Schwindler! But look at me! Das gibt's doch nicht!
Die Beine über die Brust. Autos, Autos. Come on, let's go.
Stop, Dad! Stop the car!
Cars. Jack.
How are you, Marcus? Bruno?
Why am I glad to see you, Mr. Ryan?
That's your car back there, is it?
Yes, it is. Until I get her back to Bert Watson and Gananda.
Bad luck, running out of oil like that.
Out of oil?
I see you checked it yourself.
Your car is running well?
Oh, she's a little beauty.
You drained the sump, I suppose.
Change the oil at 500, then again at 1,000, like it says in the manual. Of course, I didn't do it myself. Took her to Bert. Don't take yours to anyone else, Marcus. I heard of a chap took his to the garage in Kapunda last month. They changed the oil all right. They just forgot to fill her up again.
Fill her up again.
Oh, heavens, you haven't been to Kapunda already, have you, Marcus? 10 to 1, that's what happened to yours.
Yes. 10 to 1.
G'day, Bert.
What have you been up to, Mark? Trying to drain your own sump, did you?
Oh, yes, I drained the sump all right. And if you would have a hot oil plug where your blasted navel is, I drained you too. What I need? Hot water! Come on, take your hands off me. I can do it by myself.
No, come on, get me here.
All right, Mama, just get some
Get your hands off me.
Those towels, get some rice.
All right,
Oh,
Dad, look at your shit. We're trying to get it off his head.
Only trouble.
Dad, if you be quiet and still for just walking, you'll be able to get it off your head. Oh, look at this shirt, it is ruined.
So what?
What do you mean, so what?
You want to have a car.
What do you mean, so what? It costs good money. We don't.
Where do you think you're going? Talk to someone with a bit of sense for a change.
Emma, take a scrubby.
I can just imagine it.
Bert took one look at him and started to laugh. He said, "Hello, Mark. Tried to drain your own oil, did you?" Marcus got this look in his eye, grabs Bert by the braces and lifts him clean off the ground.
Yeah, I drain the oil all right. And if you had an oil plug where your navel is, I'd drain you too.
I mean, you wouldn't drain a horse without filling her up again, would you? Next thing, we'll be hearing it was one of the ghoulies that did it.
Oh, we shouldn't laugh at them, I suppose. They're only ignorant. Is there somebody there?
No, not a soul.
Thought I heard someone.
Probably one of Uncle Gustav's ghosts.
Sorry I'm late, Dad. I took the book back to Miss Knightley's.
Alle lebenden Dinge sehen mit Hoffnung auf dich, o Herr. Du gibst ihnen Nahrung, wenn sie es brauchen. Lieber Gott, himmlischer Vater, segne uns diese Speisen, die durch deine Großzügigkeit zu uns gekommen sind. Durch Jesus Christus, unseren Herrn. Amen.